This morning when I woke up and we were celebrating the resurrection, I couldn't help but think about what the experience of Jesus' disciples was. At the time, they lost a mentor, a rabbi, a friend, somebody that has been part of their lives for the past 3 years, and all of a sudden, he's dead. They killed him. Now, I love the resurrection story of John and how he tells it. Probably mainly because he's so blatantly honest, but John's ego just is so enormous. He was the guy that fought with the disciples about who's going to sit next to Jesus when they get into heaven. Now, John tells the story. He says the women found the tomb empty and they went and told the disciples. And in true manly fashion, they didn't believe them and they ran straight for the tomb. And when they got there, John says he was there first. He just wanted to tell us he ran faster than Peter. But he looked into the tomb, and think about this, he was too scared to go in. By the time Peter came in there, he just stormed in. He found the tomb empty of a body. The only thing that they found in there were the linen and the cloth. John entered into the tomb, and when he found nobody there, he says, I believed. Very interesting what the disciples did after that. That is where their faith literally rose to the next level. Now, after Jesus had risen and he appeared to his disciples, the disciples went with a message to the Jews. They said 4 things. They said, you killed him, God raised him, we saw him, now you better apologize. 500 people saw Jesus after he died and he was resurrected. And the interesting part is, if you had to go and cross-examine those people in a court to see if Jesus had really risen, and you cross-examined each of them for 15 minutes each, without stop, you'd be busy for 2 weeks. Now, I don't know of any court case that carried on for 2 weeks with 500 witnesses where the judge wouldn't say, well, the logical conclusion is that he had risen from the dead. More interesting is what happened to those 500 people. All the disciples became martyrs, but many of those 500 people gave their lives as an offer to testify to the truth that Jesus had risen from the dead. And that's what's so incredibly powerful about the resurrection of Jesus. I find it fascinating when we just go to the pure, raw emotions of what the disciples of Jesus had experienced when they saw that he had been resurrected. You see, religion can make things so dull, and the story can just become a story until you think that these were actual experiences of people and things that really happened, and it was powerful. The only choice that you can make is to make that part of your life and allow that powerful message to resonate inside of you. Or you can just carry on and be religious about a day when we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus.